come back again, he grabbed me aggressive as hell. So I push him off me. When I push him on me, he come back, he steal me. But I'm so in shock that this just stole on me that I paused for a minute, but he steal me again. That's when I just got to going in on it. So when hit me, I ain't dead yet, and I ain't dead. I ain't dead, bro. Y'all like, go hit me up. Come on, gang. I'm trying to figure out what do he be thinking.
Like, come on, bro. Let's be real. This is the pink eye gang. Y'all think I'm letting somebody touch me? Yo, I'm die.
I'm gonna feel like Butta, a habitual liar.
Yo, face! Show your face, please, with sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now finally we get a second side of what happened with Mikey Dollaz and FBG Butta, and there's no longer symbols and subliminals that we have to go through to finally hear what actually happened to FBG Butta's eye. Now I think we all know what transpired, but now that it's coming from the horse's mouth, it's pretty much confirmed everything we were already thinking. Now the only thing I could say is free FBG Butta, because I know he may do a lot and some people may feel a way towards him. However, it's never a joke or entertaining to see anyone go to jail. Unless you got one of them weird charges, and I think y'all know what I mean by that. However, Mikey Dollaz, the man who was the one accused of giving Butta the infamous black eyes, have got on an interview with Cam Capone News and explained what happened the night him and Butta and others will get into it, resulting in Butta having the quote-unquote pink eye that we were all seeing with not too long ago. Butta would do interviews speaking on his eye, stating that it had nothing to do with anybody putting hands on him, and in fact, he had an allergic reaction to something and rubbed both of his eyes, which caused it to spread, and this is why his eyes were like that. So he says. Now I guess Butta thought we were all boo-boo the fool, because I think even Ray Charles could see that he had two black eyes. Whenever you have pink eye or an allergic reaction, there's a difference between having a black eye and pink eye. With pink eye, your eyes wouldn't be bloodshot red, neither would you have black and blue marks underneath your eye looking like a bruise. Then to make matters worse, Butta is light skinned, so bruises and marks happen to show on him more than it would anyone else who was a little more dark skinned. With all that being said, 16 Shot on Visuals will be the first one to break the news to the world and tell everyone that Butta was lying about having pink eye. In fact, 16 will tell his audience during a live that Butta was at a party and will end up getting into a fight with Chicago native Mikey Dollaz when they would get into it over some girls. He then explains that Butta would come up short in the fight, resulting in the infamous black eyes we see him with, and that's the real story.
Tweaking over some females. Long story short, Butta was trying to break it up from what I heard. Butta was trying to break it up. They ended up rolling Butta, Mikey Dollaz, all of them. They say Butta wasn't really even trying to fight, wasn't trying to fight back. He say Mikey Dollaz got to grab him in his head, steady punch him in his eye, steady punch him in the, like repeatedly, non-stop, just.
None of us were there, so we didn't know who to believe, and everyone was confused because it's hard to believe that someone like Butta, who always speak on putting hands on guys, will actually be the one to get hands put on him. During the interview with Mikey Dollaz, he would state that it wasn't just FBG Butta he was fighting, and included that it was at least 5 of them trying to jump him off the strength of Butta, and would even state that FYB Duke was involved trying to beat him up as well. Mikey Dollaz stated that it was all captured on camera, so none of them could lie about what actually happened, and he's the only one besides his friend to have the surveillance footage. Now FYB Duke will have words from Mikey Dollaz after the interview drop, encouraging him to keep his name out his mouth whenever he's doing interviews and leave him and Butta out the conversation. Unfortunately, Butta is still incarcerated due to a recent case he just caught not too long ago, so he wouldn't be able to defend himself. I would also like to say that I find it strange that out of all the times Mikey had to do interviews before, he decided to do it now when he was asked before, saying that he's all about positivity and didn't want to speak on the situation. I don't know if he had a change of heart or if he just got the right bag for it. Who knows? But we're going to get into a few things that FYB Duke had to say after the interview drop, and we're also going to get into what Mikey Dollaz had to say transpired the night he fought FBG Butta, FYB Duke, and a few others. Y'all hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm, and if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
Hey, I'm for the post my YouTube channel. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I ain't gonna even lie for now. Once my YouTube channel get like the 4K or 5K, I'm gonna post a video on folks now. Get my YouTube channel to like 4 or 5K, and I'm gonna post a video of me being Butta, Duke, and the rest of on folks now. I'm gonna give y'all the whole video. I'm finna put my YouTube page up, put the link up, subscribe, and once it gets to a certain amount of subscribers, I'm gonna drop the video of me being folks on folks now. Hey, I know my mouth was foaming. I know my was a little dry on the interview. Yeah. I was in my dry. I know. I don't get no. I got my point across.
Mikey Dollaz will do a Cam Capone interview explaining what happened the night him and Butta got into it. He explained that he didn't want his cousin Sko at an event that they was at, but then his cousin still arrived and he brought FBG Butta along. Although he didn't want them in the party he was a part of, he didn't say anything. Long story short, Mikey Dollaz states that it all started with his cousin Sko, who he got into an altercation with, but Butta ended up intervening trying to break everything up, but in an aggressive manner, and that's when he got into it with Butta. I skipped a few parts about the girl and what led to the fight, but if y'all want to see all that, then y'all can go to Cam Capone's interview, which I'll leave a link pinned in the comments for you guys to check it out there. Dollaz says Butta punched him twice in the midst of breaking up the fight, and after that he proceeded to fight Butta and everyone who was with Butta, including females, who would end up jumping him. However, y'all know sometimes whenever you getting jumped, you pick that one person to beat on even though you're being jumped, so you could at least say that you got someone. I guess Butta was that someone that night. Now Mikey says he's all about promoting positivity, but he didn't like the way FYB Duke tried to do interviews and lie and act as if none of this ever happened, which caused him to do the interview and set the record straight. Now keep in mind y'all, these are all allegations. It's Mikey Dollaz' story against Butta and FYB Duke's, but he does say that he has surveillance footage to back up what he's saying. So you guys believe who you decide to. After the interview dropped, FYB Duke would take to his Instagram story and put a few subliminals out there as well, but I think we all know who he's referring to. FYB Duke would take to his IG story to say, quote, "All them N-words that speak on Duke and Butta in them interviews, send me my bread or keep my name out y'all mouth. MFs don't got nothing else to talk about, cause N-words know MFs lit up and this ish ain't never gonna stop, free 26. Then in the next slide, he would go on to say, quote, "If I beat your butt, why would you think I got a problem with you? I'm great over here." Now I think it's clear as day who he's speaking about, because only one person recently did an interview a few hours ago speaking on Duke himself as well as FBG Butta.
Yeah, I hit it so hard, gang. He thought he had a gun. It wasn't even there.
Now honestly, Butta isn't here to properly defend himself, so I wouldn't go off on him about anything Mikey is saying. However, I do think at this point we all know it wasn't Pink Eye that had Butta's eyes the way it was. In fact, when he did the DJU interview and told us what happened, even his own friend started looking at him as if he didn't know what was going on or if he was lying. Butta was better off coming up with something better than that or just keeping it real. If he would have kept it real, he probably would have gotten more respect for telling the truth rather than acting like something didn't happen or like he was Superman. Nobody's invincible. Some people would have laughed, but Butta would have gotten way more respect for the fact that he told the truth and admitted that he just got into a scuffle. He could have said something like, "Listen y'all, I was drunk or I was under the influence of some drugs and I got into a fight and this what happened." You know, but at least he wouldn't have been known as a liar, and people wouldn't question anything he says the way they doing now. But I don't know, y'all. Now that y'all got Mikey Dollaz's story officially from the horse's mouth, y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about everything that transpired. Do y'all think he's telling the truth about what happened between him and Butta? Or maybe it's more to the story and maybe he's lying? Let us know what y'all think about this in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. And I'm out.